Do we ever wonder which muscles support our daily activities such as walking, running, jumping, and in case of women, walking on the heels? Let's find out and learn something new. Now let's study the point of origin and insertion of the muscles which are located at the front side of the leg and at the lateral side of the lower leg. There are around 6 muscles, and the first muscle in this series is the Peroneus longus. The Peroneus longus, also commonly known as the Fibularis longus, originates at the head of the fibula, and it tapers as a long tendon which inserts at the sole of the foot. The second muscle in this series is the Peroneus brevis. The Peroneus brevis or the Fibularis brevis is the younger and the smaller brother of the Peroneus longus. It originates at around the halfway of the fibula and inserts at the base of the foot around the 5th metatarsal bone. The third muscle in this series is the Peroneus tertius muscle. The Peroneus tertius muscle arises from the distal third of the extensor surface of the fibula, and it inserts at the base of the 5th metatarsal bone. The fourth muscle in this series is the Extensor Digitorium longus. The Extensor Digitorium longus has 3 points of origin. The first is the lateral tibial condyle. The second, it also arises at the ventral side of the fibula, and third, it also arises from the interosseous membrane. The Extensor Digitorium longus inserts at around the dorsal aponeurosis. The fifth muscle in this series is the Extensor Hallucis longus. The Extensor Hallucis longus arises from 2 points. First, it arises from the medial side of the fibula, and second, some part of it also arises from the interosseous membrane. The Extensor Hallucis longus inserts at around the distal flanks of the big toe. The sixth muscle in this series is the Tibialis Anterior. The Tibialis Anterior has 3 points of origin. The first is the lateral tibia. The second, it also arises from the interosseous membrane. And third, it also arises from the cruciate fossa. The tibialis anterior inserts at 2 points. First, the medial cuneiform, and second, it also inserts at around the 1st metatarsal bone. Hey, before we go ahead and know about the strengthening exercises for the front leg muscles, it's very important for us to know about the functions of these muscles. The 6 muscles of the front side of the lower leg and the lateral side of the lower leg are very important as far as runners are concerned and joggers are concerned. The first muscle in this series is the Peroneus longus. The function of the Peroneus longus is eversion and plantar flexion at the ankle joint. The second muscle in this series is the Peroneus brevis muscle. The function of the Peroneus brevis is of plantar flexing of the ankle at its joint. The third muscle in this series is the Peroneus tertius muscle. The Peroneus tertius muscle's main function is dorsiflexion of the ankle joint. The fourth muscle in this series is the Extensor Digitorium longus. The Extensor Digitorium longus has 2 functions. The first is the extension of the 4 lateral toes or the smaller toes and dorsiflexion of the ankle joint. The fifth muscle in this series is the Extensor Hallucis longus. The Extensor Hallucis longus has 3 functions. First, it extends the hallux, which is the big toe. Second, it dorsiflexes the ankle joint. And third, it inverts the foot. The sixth and the final important muscle is the tibialis anterior. The tibialis anterior has two main functions. First, dorsiflexion, and second, inversion of the foot. Now, let's see the 5 exercises for the front part of your leg. The first exercise is the standing seesaw. In this, just stand in one position, then rise on your toes, come back down and then flex your foot by putting the body weight on your heels. Do it for 30 seconds and do it for 3 times. Take a break of 10 seconds in between the 30-second sets. The second exercise is toe walk. In this, simple, walk on your toes for 30 seconds and repeat this 3 times. The third strengthening exercise is heel walk. In this, walk on your heels for 30 seconds. Take a break of 10 seconds, then do it the second time. Then again 10-second break and repeat it the third time. The fourth strengthening exercise is the weighted dorsiflexion. In this, place any kind of an ankle weight on your toes and then flex your foot. Do 15 reps and 3 sets of 15 reps each. Remember to take a break of 10 seconds between each set. The fifth strengthening exercise is the resistive plantar flexion. In this, use a resistance band or a resistance tube. Wrap it below the foot and hold both ends with your hand. Then plantar flex your foot downwards. Do 3 sets of 15 repetitions each. Yes, with a 10-second break in between. Hey, the video is not over yet. If you have liked the video, please subscribe and press the bell icon. If you have any questions, kindly ask in the comment section and I would revert immediately. Stay safe and stay fit. Mr. Fitu will see you again.